Good morning, students of Standard 6. This is our second video of chapter 3 History. The name of the chapter is the Farmers and Herders. Now, students, as I have explained in the first video about the Neolithic age, now we will see here the last age, that was the Chalcolithic age. About that only we will see here. The Chalcolithic age. Chalcolithic age was started around 4000 BC to 2000 BC. Chalcolithic. The word Chalcolithic means chalcos. It means copper. Copper and lithos means stones. So the copper stone age is only called as the Chalcolithic age. You have to learn the important dates also, that when it was started around 4000 BC to 2000 BC. This is very important. Okay. We can see here it refers to the period of time when along with stone copper started to be used to make tools and weapons. As we have learned in Paleolithic they have learned to make stones. Mesolithic also they have learned to make stones. Neolithic they have learned to make stones as well as bones also. But what about in the Chalcolithic age? In the Chalcolithic age now they have learned to make tools and weapons of copper. Okay, they have learned to make tools and weapons of copper. Chalcolithic remains have been excavated in India in Chota Nagpur Plateau, Gangetic Basin, Mysore and Narmada River. According to our archaeologists, they have excavated some Chalcolithic places. The Chalcolithic places are like Chota Nagpur Plateau, Gangetic Basin, Mysore and near Narmada River. There archaeologists have excavated the Chalcolithic sites. We can see here, student. He realized that if we mix tin and zinc with copper, a much strong metal would be formed. This came to be known as bronze. See, in the Chalcolithic age, what happened? What early men have realized? They have realized that if they mix tin and zinc with copper, so what if they mix tin and zinc with copper, so a much strong metal would be formed. Okay, when they mix tin, zinc with copper, okay, tin and zinc with copper, then a much strong metal would be formed. So this is only known as the bronze. A large number of settlements belonging to this age have also been found in other places. In the Chalcolithic age, a large number of settlements also have been found, like the Indus Valley civilization, Egyptian civilization, even the Mesopotamian civilization belong to this age. We can see here that during the Chalcolithic period, a large number of settlements also belonging from the Chalcolithic age, like Indus Valley, Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization. These were the four civilizations which were belonging from the Chalcolithic age only. We can see here the tools of the Chalcolithic age. These tools are made up of copper only. How they have learned to make the tools of copper. Next we can see here. Now students, we will do the short answer questions and long answer questions. The first question is, what led to the cultivation of plant? List the major crops grown at that time. The early man observed some discarded seeds growing into plant. This was his major achievement. So what led to the cultivation of plants? As I have said in the first video, that they observed that some discarded seeds growing into plant, and this was the major achievement of the early man. List the major crops grown at that time. The major crops which were grown at that time, that was rice, wheat and barley. These were the major crops which were grown in the Neolithic age period. Now students, we will see the next question. How was the man life a slow and a gradual process? Man development had been a slow and gradual process. In some area it was slow, but in other it was faster. Because man started to learn domesticate animals such as dogs, sheep, horses. Early men also started to growing crops also. Early men, they have learned in the Neolithic age, they have learned to lead a settled life. They have learned to domesticate animals, learned to growing crops also. Generally, agriculture and domestication went hand in hand. Generally, they have learned two things. First, growing crops, and the second thing, domestication of animals. Now we will see here the briefly describe the Neolithic tools. What are the Neolithic tools? In the Neolithic age, man had started making a variety of stone tools like axe, sickles, spears, bows and arrows. These were the Neolithic tools. These tools were sharper and better polished also. These tools have been found in the Neolithic sites of the Indian subcontinent like Burzoham in Kashmir and Mehergarh in present-day Baluchistan. These were the Neolithic sites. Okay, these were the Neolithic sites where they have got the tools of Neolithic age. Next, we will see here they briefly describe religious belief of the people of Neolithic age. The religious belief of the people of the Neolithic age were: first, they dependent on nature. They worship lightning, thunder and earthquake. These are the nature. As I have said that they were dependent on nature. They worship the sun, moon, rain, etc. So these were the religious belief of the people of Neolithic age. What were the uses of pot to early man? Early humans made pottery as they need vessels to store grains, liquids and cooked food. I have said that there were two achievements. The first achievement for the invention of wheel and the second achievement for the making of pot. So what were the uses of pottery to early man? So early man, when they have learned to growing the crops, after growing the crop, they need some vessels, some utensils to store their grains, to store their crops. So for that purpose only they needed vessels to store grains as well as liquid and cooked food also. Now students, we will see here long answer question that also you have to do in copy, short as well as long answer. The first question we will see here: which invention is regarded as the first technological revolution? What change did it bring about in the life of early man? So the invention of wheel is regarded as the first technological revolutions of the Neolithic age period. With this invention, transport and traveling became easier. After the invention of wheel, the early man's life became easier. Why? Because transportation and traveling it became easier. Now they can move with the help of wheel only. Okay, they can move one place to another place with the help of wheel, with the help of transport. With the invention of wheel, craftsmanship progressed. The next question is: what helped the early man to become an artist or craftsman? So they have learned the making of pot. Pottery helped the early man to become an artist or craftsman. They began to produce food. His next requirement was to store food. The first requirement was to produce food and the second requirement was to store the food. So man began to make pot from clay and they learned to make the pot from the clay. He started decorating these pots like a painter and as an artist. So after making the pot, they started to decorating their pots as like a painter and an artist. In this way, we can say it helped the man to become an artist or craftsman. The next question is: how did the domestication of animals prove beneficial to the early man? We can see here the Neolithic settlers were cattle herders. They domesticated animals such as sheep, goat, donkeys, etc. Neolithic man provided food and settlers to these herds. Now man did not have to wander from place to place in search of food. Domestication of animals proved beneficial to the early men who were trying to develop their settled life. Next question is: give the different characteristic of Neolithic man's community life. The first we can see here, the Neolithic man, they began to lead a settled life and now he had time to take rest also and think about their problems also. He could not understand the natural phenomena of changing season, lightning, thunder and earthquake. So they started to lead a settled life as well as now he could not understand the natural phenomena. Now they could not believe on the nature like changing season, lightning, thunder and earthquake. These were the different characteristics of the Neolithic man's community's life. Next question is: what is the importance of Mehergarh in understanding the development which took place at that time? So we can see here the Mehergarh is one of the oldest sites which was discovered in the Indian subcontinent. It was located in the Baluchistan near the Bolan Pass. Mehergarh, this site was discovered by Jean Francisco. Okay, their team has excavated sites several times between 1974 and 1986. The discoveries indicate that the early man learned to grow barley, wheat at that time. The archaeologists they have discovered that site, and after discoveries they found that early man they have learned to grow the crops, that was the barley and wheat, at that time only. Their houses were either square or rectangular in shape. Burial sites have also been found here, and the shape of the house was the square or rectangular. As well as they have found some burial sites also in the Mehergarh. Next we can see that, can the early man knowledge of food production he called a Neolithic revolution? Give reason to justify your answer. It is a hot question. So we can say that in this age the early man became a food producer from a food gatherer and started to leading a more settled life. In the Neolithic age, when early men they have learned to lead a settled life, so now they are not called as a food gatherer, as well as they are called as a food producer. The knowledge of food production completely transformed the life of the early man. After becoming the food producer, it changed the life of the early man, and this changes is only called as the Neolithic revolution. There were some major crops also grown by the early man, that was the rice, wheat and barley. Next we can see here, how do we know that the man believed in life after death? So as I have said, the Neolithic men started burying the dead along with their daily necessities of life, such as pottery, weapons and food items. I have said only that Neolithic men, they buried along with the dead bodies all the necessary things like ornaments, pot, weapons, tools, these things. And it was a belief of the early men that after death also life exists. Next question is, when people began growing plants, they had to stay there for a long time. Why? So we can see here that with the introduction of agriculture, people started to protect growing plants and animals for cultivating land and harvesting crops. They had to stay near the crop field for a long time. So thank you students, and have a nice day. If you will get any problem, you may ask in the